Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Ben. What's up, Ben?
Hello.
What's up, Steampunk Starraisin?
Here at Hollywood.com. Or not,
What's up?
Sorry, AmberStreet.com here in Hollywood. Sorry, my brain is frizzled.
That's okay. What's up, Jay?
I got it.
Oh, cool.
What's up, Daniel?
Hi.
Jay, is your microphone on? Hello? You hear us, Jay? Can't hear you.
Do you copy?
Let me get my other...
There you are. I got you. I hear you now.
In my photographs again.
I hear. All right. So what we're going to do here today,
Here's the one of me.
I had told Steampunk about, I only saw one episode of Black Mirror, and that being the Star Trek take on Black Mirror. It was the USS Callister, right? You want to talk about it?
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good episode. It's not what I expected, but it was ingenious. It follows a guy working as an engineer at a gaming company. He's a computer programmer, and he's created this virtual reality universe.
Right.
And it's still in beta, but he's created an offshoot virtual universe. He steals coworkers' DNA, and he recreates them in the digital world, and they wake up in the digital world thinking they're still the same person, but they're not. They're digital.
It's like a Star Trek universe.
Yeah, he creates a Star
Twisted.
Trek. Yeah, it's like a twisted version of it. He is basically the programmer. He's basically a sadist. He takes out all of his passive-aggressive frustrations on his
copies of the crew. Yeah.
The copy, he tortures them, and he's got a whole virtual universe. And he gets them
Of
to
Star
play.
Trek. It's like a twisted Twilight Zone
Yeah.
Star Trek. And there he is. That's the way he goes. David
The USS,
Aston!
the USS Callister of Space Fleet.
Yeah.
Yes. We're talking, David, we're talking about, there's a show. I'm going to mute you, Ben, for a second. I'm sorry.
It's a show that used to be good.
There's a show called Black Mirror, where Black Mirror is this decade's answer to the Twilight Zone.
Oh.
And they did an episode spoof off of Star Trek.
Oh.
Well, it's very twisted. You want to rehash it again a little bit, Steampunk?
Well, yeah, it's following the life of this episode. It's season 4, episode 1, USS Callister. It's a computer programmer. He works at a gaming company, and he gets bullied at work by his coworkers. And so what he does is he's working on a beta of a virtual reality video game.
Yeah.
And he creates like a pocket,
Which is Star Trek. It's like Star Trek.
which is like Star Trek, called Space Fleet.
Yeah.
And
He copies
their
DNA.
the game, and he creates a private like mirror universe within the game.
Yeah, he copies all the people that were nasty to him, with the exception of the girl. And he puts their clone or copy in the video game.
He steals their DNA, and he uses the DNA to replicate a version of them in the virtual universe. And this version of them, they think they are that person, but they're just a digital copy.
And he tortures them.
Yeah, he tortures them.
So he's like omnipotent. He's like Thanos. He's like a god in this universe. And if you piss him off, he'll take your face away, or he'll turn you into a creature or something that they'll fight, like a Star Trek style, like Gorn or something. And like he turned the one secretary into like a spider crab creature. That was like, this guy is really evil.
Oh, are you leaving? Okay, I'll see you later. Sorry. Karina's got to go.
Bye.
Steampunk.
Anyway.
Yeah. And so you want to continue? They find a way to try to thwart him.
They find a way to turn the tables on him, because apparently when he goes offline, they don't go offline. So they have like a little bit of free time where they can scheme. Because they're sentient and self-aware.
Yeah, they can never die.
Interesting.
They're in this thing that they don't age.
It's an interesting moral parody. It's like, well, is it really moral to create computer AI and then not give it
Right, because they have their own mind, they have their own personality, different from their the real life counterparts.
Isn't it a bit foolish, though, to give AI the ability to form a conscience, a sentient awareness?
Well, in this case, they didn't. It wasn't like they were looking to take over the world. They thought they were that person, and this guy's torturing them.
Yeah.
So, and it's a Star Trek thing where he's like Captain Kirk. He's making out with all the women, and
it's a great concept. There is one little. I don't want to be a downer, but there is one little minor plot hole.
It's very disturbing what he does.
It's still good. It's still a great episode. There is one minor plot hole. DNA does not store memory, so you could copy somebody's DNA. But how would you get all the memories?
Well, that's not necessarily true because they say that animals that hunt in the wild is passed on in DNA. So they know
there are some trauma memories on a passive level.
So they does pass off,
but not complex memories. There are.
But you see, in this case, their memories they do have all their memories. I mean, it's fantasy, but
race memories. It's the idea that
they have every memory they've ever had up until the time that they were
collective race memories are sometimes passed on. In some sort of collective hysteria, like that chick who was weeping angels, weeping tears.
Okay, right.
That religious bird, as I put it. That hot religious.
In this case, when the guy copied their DNA, they had the memories up until that minute when they were copied.
Yes.
And they really thought they were those people.
Yeah.
And so, lo and behold, they figure out a way. And again, this guy is nasty with them. I mean, he really is evil, this guy. But in the real world, he gets bullied. So it's like, I mean, you know.
It's possible that the machine probably could use some form of quantum entanglement in order to retrieve memories from the point of which he extracted the DNA.
Yeah, but ultimately, it's a great new version of the Twilight Zone, basically.
Yeah, it does sound, though, like this guy and the sentient AI people are essentially reacting in the same way. They're being mistreated in their own lives, so they're sort of acting out in any way they know.
They're actually trying to be nice. They're nice, actually. And this guy is torturing them. This guy took the guy's son, but the copy, and he killed them in the thing to torture him to be in line and listen to him. He actually took the kid, a copy of the kid, he put him in the airlock and made it decompose, and his guts were all over the place. That's how disgusting that this guy is.
Yeah.
Like, he wants all the crew to obey him. He's like Kirk, and they cannot deviate from the script, and they have to say, "Congrats, you're the best captain ever," blah, 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 blah.
In other words, like Shatner.
Right, they have to lick him, and if they don't, they get tortured, and they get...
No, William, you're not wearing a wig. I love your completely genuine head.
He questioned William Shatner. It's the funniest thing. He had the nerve to ask him about Star Trek.
Yeah,
I went to... Yeah, you'd have to look on my YouTube channel.
He pissed him off. He pissed William Shatner off.
I went to William Shatner's press conference, and I kind of pissed him off a little bit because he didn't want to talk about Star Trek.
Yeah, he's not in Star Trek anymore. So he's like, I want to promote my stuff. What the hell?
He wanted to talk about Man of War. He was promoting his graphic novel. He had a press conference.
Right.
Yeah. I've got a copy of that. Yeah, I've actually got a copy of Man of War. A signed copy.
Oh, okay. I went to the press conference where he was talking about it.
Yeah, and the comic, because he did a comic. Yeah, Man of War has nothing to do whatsoever in any capacity with Star Trek.
Right, and he asked him a Star Trek question.
But I wanted to ask him a Star Trek question anyway. Why can't I? As a member of the press.
Only you, man. And you know what? You got a lot of views from that, right?
Not really.
No?
Amazingly, I didn't get a lot of views.
I thought you did. What did you get?
I think I got like 40 views. I'll be honest.
Did you really? That's it?
I don't know. People just don't know that it exists.
I thought they copied your video and they spread it all over the place.
Possibly. I mean, I only got to ask him 2 questions.
Yeah. You also interviewed Lieutenant Uhura.
Yeah, I interviewed Nichelle Nichols. That actually got more views. That was a little bit more in-depth interview. That was a 3-minute interview.
Yeah.
And although she didn't really want to talk about anything, but I still technically interviewed her.
Yeah.
And then that was hard. I almost wasn't able to interview Nichelle Nichols, and I've interviewed John Ross Bowie. He's an actor from Big Bang Theory.
Right.
That's my most popular interview right now. That has over 100,000 views. But that's because it's Big Bang Theory.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to get into a little bit of the news. So let me just get into it. Turns out that if anybody remembers the Critters from their movies in the past, there is going to be a reboot on TV. Let me just screen share it so you know who I'm talking about. These are the Critters, if in case you remember. That's what they look like.
Like the Gremlins, only
they were like a takeoff of right.
Yeah.
So the Critters are getting a reboot. Now the problem is that Verizon is having their own streaming service.
Another one?
Yeah, and this is one of the two of their stuff that they're going to do. And they call it Critters A New Binge. So you unfortunately have to be subscribed to Verizon's Go 90 streaming service.
Boycott Verizon. No.
Right.
You get a streaming service, you get a streaming service, everyone gets a streaming service.
Everybody gets a streaming service.
So what's this? Well, what's Steampunk's name? I can't read what his thing says.
Well, that is his name, Steampunk Starraisin. That's what he goes. That's a stage name, right?
What's his?
Oh, he's just got numbers on there. That's all. Whatever.
Sorry. What happened was I joined really quickly, and then somebody was talking to me, and I didn't get to type in my name. I'm Steampunk Starraisin.
He's in L.A.
Well,
I think we should send Bob over.
I reach for my dreams to the stars, but try to keep it grounded in realism.
He's also a filmmaker. He's a filmmaker, right?
Oh,
you made that film. Yeah. When I plug it.
I did a documentary film in 2016 called Slater versus Slater. We're probably going to re-edit and re-release it. And it never technically...
Which is Christian Slater's versus his father.
Yeah, they're still involved in
a legal battle.
Yeah, they're in a legal battle over slander. So I decided to do a documentary.
And before that film, he did, what is it, Heartless Mind of the God Machine or something?
I did a Wandering Mind of the God Machine.
Wandering Mind of the God Machine. That's his film.
Is there audio in this? It's nothing famous, but...
Well, it's on, you got an Internet Movie Database credit.
I do have an Internet Movie Database credit. I've started.
Right. There you go. So he's doing things there in L.A. He goes to all the conventions, or tries to, right? Yeah. As much as possible. He's always doing his steampunk thing, and he sells the merchandise and stuff. That's his thing, And that's what he does there. Now we're going to talk about. We got other things. We may have an Insidious, Sinister crossover. Now Scott just saw Insidious Chapter 4. He said he loved it, and then there's also that other thing that's done called Sinister, another horror franchise, and it looks like the two may want to join together, thinking that it will be a huge blockbuster, being that both franchises are huge hits. Again, I don't know if I've seen the second Sinister. I still got to see some Insidious movies. We also have, finally, you want to talk about this, Ben, about the Black Widow?
Looks like they're moving forward with the movie.
Yeah, they're moving forward with the Black Widow movie.
Yeah, somebody was cosplaying as Black Widow, weren't they?
Joe, Roxanne said that she'd like to come on your show sometime. So send her invites on Facebook, because I think you're Facebook friends with her. If you want to. Only if you want to. Sorry, just side note.
Why can't we have more girls on these casts?
We have girls on the cast. We have a lot of girls.
Yeah, but I'm very particular. They have to be like...
They're not on here right now. I mean, some of them are not feeling well. Some of them are working. Some of them...
Mr. Steampunk.
He's going to call you Steampunk.
Roxanne's interested. She's been on the show briefly, but...
yeah, you know what? I wanted to get her on. Where is she?
I think she's at Trader Joe's with her dad right now.
Oh, okay. One day, plan it out. We'll get her on here.
Oh.
Yeah, we're still dating.
I know.
She's still my girlfriend.
That's good. Very good. All right, so we got some box office numbers. Jumanji is number 1, 531 million. Not bad. Star Wars: The Last Jedi has in 1,222 million. That's amazing. And Insidious is number 4, is number 3, third place, 53 million. So very good. Star Wars: Last Jedi is kicking butt. Same thing like Jumanji. So it's all good there. So we have.
Has anybody here seen Jumanji? Because it hasn't come out in the UK.
I haven't. Have you seen the Steampunk? The new one?
No, didn't interest me.
Jay, you see it? No. 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 Daniel, what have you seen lately?
Nothing except The Last Jedi. Last night, me and Steampunk were talking about The Last Jedi. Yeah, me and Steampunk were talking about The Last Jedi. Like, it made 1.2 billion as of Tuesday worldwide, which is really cool.
That's Star Trek. Is that Star Trek, Daniel?
Star Wars. He's talking about Star Wars Last Jedi with Luke. Yeah.
Well, Daniel does normally the
Star Trek cast.
Yeah, he does the Star Trek cast.
Yes. Now,
Catherine Janeway still gives me a boner.
All right.
I just watched The Last Jedi, and it was really good, except they killed Luke off. Jeez.
Well,
I hated The Last Jedi. I think it's the worst movie since Holiday Special. It's got 49% on Rotten Tomatoes by audience.
Oh, blimey.
I'm not a fan of it.
Movie, but it wasn't a very good Star Wars movie.
They fucked with Luke Skywalker. They fucked with his character. It was beyond hilarious watching these interviews where he's being asked, Mark Hamill's being asked what he thinks about Luke Skywalker in the film. What can you tell us about this film?
He's like, that's not my Luke Skywalker. That's like Jake Skywalker.
Says, what can you tell us about this film? And he says, it's the best. What's the funny thing? He sort of, it's longer than the others.
There you go.
He's slagging it off. He thinks it's so bad. He was openly telling the interviews that he disagreed with the.
You know what I wanted to ask? I wanted to ask Daniel.
Hamill was not happy with the script, from what I understand. I've seen several interviews where he talked.
I wanted to ask Daniel a question. Daniel, did you see Star Trek Discovery?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You was good. The season opener.
Yeah, they went to the mirror universe in the new one.
Hey, Vaughn.
Hey.
Hey. You know what I missed, Vaughn? I missed freaking X-Files again.
It was better than tonight.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're just talking about Critters is coming back on a streaming service, the Verizon 90s a go-go streaming service, which I don't even know if Verizon had a streaming service. So, which sucks because we're never going to see it, obviously. So Critters is coming back. Black Widow is being approved, and they're getting a script writer.
About freaking time.
Right?
Yeah.
Say what you really feel, Vaughn. There you go. About fucking time. That's what she said.
Yeah.
It's a bit late, though.
Girl power.
Yeah, it really is.
Who gives a shit about Black Widow? I mean,
we all do. Come on.
She's born.
Natasha Romanoff. Come on, man.
Nah. Well, they sort of missed the opportunity.
Who else can do stunts while she's 6 months pregnant? Really?
Oh, really?
2 hours of Star Wars.
She was 6 months pregnant. She's riding motorcycles like it's nobody's business.
One Scarlett Johansson movie where she's like an alien and she gets totally naked. I'm not kidding.
2 hours of ScarJo and
what we're talking about.
Well, I mean, I could just imagine
her as
like Black Widow's an alien. That's what it is.
Not an alien.
That's a
Russian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just being silly.
This is one crazy cast we got in here. Okay.
Hey, Joe.
Yes, sir.
Do you think the Han Solo movie is going to come out in 4 months? Or do you think they're going to push it back?
I think it. I mean, it looks to me like they may push it back. I don't know. They're still filming it. I mean, reshooting.
With the Han Solo movie, Daniel. I think we talked about this before when I was talking to you on the phone. But
what's being pushed back?
They're reshooting like 90% of the movie.
Han Solo is having reshoots again.
They're reshooting the whole entire movie.
Han Solo's having his own movie. It's a young guy that's playing Han Solo, Chewbacca, all these different things, and people
why the
think
fuck are they reshooting it? What's their
they think the movie's gonna bomb.
I could explain.
Explain.
The reason why they're reshooting it is Kathleen Kennedy fired the 2 directors because she described the film as looking like Ace Ventura in outer space.
And they made it a comedy.
And Lawrence Kasdan was the screenwriter. Lawrence Kasdan complained about the 2 directors to Kathleen Kennedy.
They took Lawrence Kasdan, the guy that wrote Empire Strikes Back.
She's a fucking dumbass.
They turned that shit into a fucking comedy. And then the movie's almost finished with 3 weeks to go, and they watch it, and they all turn white, like, what the fuck?
Because you have to please Supreme Lord Kennedy, or she gets mad.
The fucking film was just about done, and they're like, what the fuck? Now, give them another $300 million, literally. I mean, they just got Ron Howard, then they give acting lessons. Fucking acting lessons to Han Solo himself.
Why is
they said he sucked.
Here's my thing is, this is why I appreciate theater more than television. At least they could work their kinks out. But why waste all that money on a product that you weren't confident at first? You should have ironed this out before it even went into
They only got the guy because they thought he looked like Han Solo. They didn't even check to see if he knew how to act. And then when he can't act, they're like, shit, oh my God, what are we going to do?
Maybe some of the reshoots is because there's not enough feminism.
You know how embarrassing that is? They put the story everywhere. They said, yeah, we're teaching him how to act while we're filming.
It'd be really interesting to see the original version of the movie.
What's this name of this woman?
Kathleen Kennedy.
She's a smarmy little bitch who wears this stupid T-shirt.
What woman?
She's the one who stands. There's this picture of us with all these other idiotic blokes.
She's the CEO. No, she took over Lucasfilm.
When you're fucking in charge.
She took over Lucas because George Lucas was talking,
Yeah.
I mean,
now she's showing all her feminism and everything.
That's why Yoda showed up instead of Ben Kenobi, by the way.
Yeah.
Somebody in charge of The Last Jedi should not be going around lecturing fully trained actors. That's the same person who hires that horrible little girl from Game of Thrones who was absolutely shit in the last
Terminator.
Yeah, she should not be in charge of anything.
Isn't she the love interest for Han Solo? Isn't she the love interest or no?
Well, I'm a feminist. I can't stand this woman. Has got such a smarmy smugness to her.
She's great in Game of Thrones. She's pure perfection in Game of Thrones. But Terminator, she sucks.
I like Emilia Clarke. Emilia
Clarke?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all talking about her. Okay.
You don't like her in Terminator. Yeah.
She was so in Terminator.
Yeah, Terminator, she sucked.
Yeah, she kind of phoned it in.
Yeah.
Probably turning into a vagina.
And now she's in Han Solo, which they're all scared. Everybody's scared about Han Solo.
Well, Ron Howard is
going to just shelve the movie.
They're not going to shelve it. They spent $500 million to make it, probably.
Ron Howard's a capable director, and Lawrence Kasdan's a good writer. So between Ron Howard and Lawrence Kasdan, I think it'll be good.
Yeah, but if you have people that don't know how to act, and you have the greatest script in the world, you know what it's going to look like? They're teaching the guy how to act while they're refilming the shit. You know how hard that is?
That's really hard.
I just don't see Ron Howard doing a good job.
It's called doing his friends a favor. That's what it is. They were desperate and they needed help, and they grabbed their buddy.
They were going to pick someone who can act. They should have just had Tommy Wiseau play Han Solo.
Jesus, it's like Joss Whedon coming in to help out Justice League.
Some people are predicting that the Solo movie will bomb.
I mean,
it's not. How can you bomb with Han Solo? I mean, that's
because it's January and we have no trailer yet, and it comes out in May. When would you ever not have a trailer to a Star Wars spin-off or anything?
No, but my point
4 months.
Han Solo is one of the most important Star Wars characters. How can you can't bomb with a character as popular as that? You could stick Han Solo into a blooming gay soap commercial.
I know, but the way they made the movie was terrible, is what is being reported.
They had to reshoot and rewrite the whole movie. Everything. They made it like a comedy.
But I do agree that it won't bomb because it's a brand, so it's gonna sell.
Everyone,
even if the actor is shit.
And it's not going to bomb. It's just not going to be like millions of dollars, probably, right?
Get this Catherine woman away from the thing. It's never. I'm a feminist, and like I've said to people, the reason I became a feminist, yes, it is Me Too to my horn. Thank you. But the reason I became a feminist because I got sick and tired of these morons making everyone. Women otherwise look stupid, and this woman, it's not about her being film. It's just she doesn't know what she's doing.
Exactly.
I mean, if you're able, Von, if you're able, Jay, and everybody else here, if you're able to tank a guaranteed franchise like Star Wars in a way that actually makes the prequels look like Shakespeare, then you really have to be an idiot of excellent quality.
Well, the guys were like idiots in The Last Jedi. All the women were like, had the brains of the whole thing. Like Poe Dameron was an idiot.
Well, there's one thing I hope from the Han Solo movie is I'd like to know Han Solo's midichlorian count.
Nah.
Right. Yeah, now that you mention it, I didn't notice that it was the Paul Feig effect. All the guys are idiots and the men are strong.
Right. Well, maybe Vaughn can answer this question. Why is Darth Vader in a Han Solo movie?
God knows.
Is Darth Vader in the Han Solo movie?
Because that shouldn't happen. That's like later in his life, isn't it?
Well, I mean, if it takes place it must take place between episodes 3 and 4 then.
Yeah. It takes place, but it doesn't matter though. Like, he didn't interact with him. Why is he there?
Guido should be in the Han Solo movie.
I mean, Boba Fett, yes. But not Darth Vader.
Going to turn up in the film wearing a fucking skirt, isn't it? Darth Vader's going to turn. He's going to have a little thing around his neck saying,
I don't know why he's there.
Feminism is great, kids. That's the only reason you're here for feminism. You're not here for a decent
and probably more than likely, Emilia Clarke's going to die. Like, that's probably going to be a love interest. She dies, then he becomes a scoundrel, whatever the hell he becomes. I don't know. So.
I think I'd like to see
Han Solo.
In the Han Solo movie, I would love to see a scene with Darth Vader and Jar Jar Binks. And Jar Jar Binks is like, Annie! And then Darth Vader is like, I have this new lightsaber. And then he stabs Jar Jar through the heart. And he dies the same way.
Why would you want to kill Jar Jar? When Jar Jar made the Emperor have the friggin' Empire.
I'm just being
I'm just gonna say
I
this.
made it funny. Everybody smiled a little bit.
I'm not into Star Wars like this, but from a perspective, it seems like it's becoming a train wreck, and they need to stop because it's like a train wreck. You're just watching it because it's sensationalism. I mean, how far are they going to go with this? I mean, it's like no offense to Star Wars fans, but it's like Disney putting y'all on the street and say, "Make my money, bitch."
Right, and I don't need Luke Skywalker to drink alien breast milk to get me to drink milk.
Is this a lady is this a African American lady, Ron Thompson?
Yes, I am.
What do you think of Whitey loving Star Wars so much, even though Darth Vader is black of my ass?
What?
He's the blackest motherfucker. He's the blackest motherfucker in the galaxy, isn't he? Darth Vader.
Are you trying to rap or some shit?
That's
not successfully.
Routine.
How are you doing, bro?
I think Eddie Murphy made a joke about that. Like, Darth Vader is so black, but then
hey,
crusty
man,
white.
look who voiced it, Darth Vader. Man, you got the great James Earl Jones voicing
I agree, James
Darth Vader. You know,
well, they still tried to
come
claim.
from the streets.
They tried to say Star Wars is racist, and yet one of the most important characters in the whole franchise, Darth Vader. Huh? Oh God!
All I know is Darth Vader and Mustafa is one of the same stuff.
And
Coming to America too, man.
I have a theory about Kylo Ren.
Enough.
Yeah.
You want to hear my theory about Kylo Ren?
I look like a prick.
I think that Kylo Ren became more powerful in The Last Jedi because he finished eating the corpse of Darth Vader, and he got all those midichlorians.
Is that why he got a 6-pack?
Yeah, that's why he got a 6-pack.
Kylo Ren's?
He absorbed all of Darth Vader's midichlorians because, Darth Vader's body was sitting on the bonfire, and it didn't fully burn. It was.
I want to know why we had like the Jedi.
It was only slightly crispy.
Right, Ron? I want to know why we had the Jedi telephone. It's like, is this becoming 50 Shades of Grey? What? Remember, like, freaking
it's Jedi
Rey
Skype. It's Jedi
Skype. Yeah, it's like Jedi Skype. They're talking out the whole movie. Hey, what's going on? Luke training you? Yeah. What is it? It's like, what is this crap? Yeah. What the? And then like, they're gonna touch hands. Luke's like, what the hell is this?
And
what are you doing?
What about Leia's ability to fly like Superman in space?
Right?
Oh yeah, Mary
she's dead, and then.
Yeah, generally,
what?
Do you like Mary Sue in outer space? Do you like Mary Poppins in outer space? Like
Ben, what's the time limit on here?
5 minutes, 44 seconds.
5 minutes, okay.
Damn.
But you know
what? A lot could happen in 5 minutes.
This Han Solo movie, I think, is going to suck a little bit, but I'm waiting for the Star Wars live-action TV series coming in 2019.
Oh, in the streaming service?
Yep. That's going to be the good one.
I know this ain't. I
heard that's going to be called Star Wars Underworld.
Yeah, they're doing. No. I think they're going to do it between 3 and 4.
Well, we just got word that John Williams is doing the score for Episode 9.
Yeah,
Waters, what?
It's probably his final job, right? I mean, he's going to retire then, probably, right? Maybe.
All I know is that on Collider, they were saying that in a magazine interview, one of the executives of the studio said that if the Han Solo movie just doesn't work, a lot of people going to get fired.
God dang.
We said on here
because they're spending nearly $1 billion for the budget.
About 500 million. But we said it on here. Me and Chris and Walt and Scott and everybody. If Han Solo bombs, they will announce a Darth Vader trilogy 3 weeks later.
Probably.
Where you'll see him hunting down the Jedi from the end of Revenge of the Sith right before like Star Wars, and it'll be 3 movies.
That could be cool.
That's for the TV.
I'd rather have that than what's going on with Han Solo. Personally,
that would be like $4 billion right there.
Joe,
how can you do that when the last new of the prequels was Episode 3? How can
you could do that because Yoda sent out a distress signal to the Jedi saying, "Run away, get away, run away, hide, don't go anywhere near."
Run away.
And they all ran. Whoever Jedi was around, they took off in hiding. And before Star Wars starts, friggin' Darth Vader kills everyone with the exception of knowing about Ben Kenobi and Yoda.
I believe that Jar Jar was secretly a Jedi, but he didn't use the lightsaber; he used Force clumsy.
I mean, there's an actual fan theory where Jar Jar Binks was actually the Dark Lord of the Sith who was in charge of Darth Sidious.
Jar Jar Binks is responsible for
really Jar Jar.
There's a rumor that Jar Jar is the guy that Palpatine was talking about, his master.
It's all fake. It's not real.
That would have been cool, wasn't it?
Darth Vegas the Wise.
Yeah.
Right.
I love that. I love that.
All I know is I want to have a Porg-free Star Wars universe.
I wish Chewie had ate that sucker.
Yeah.
Let's have the Ewoks come in with their spears and just go.
Right.
Gone. Guess what happened?
I want to see it.
Hold on. Go ahead, Dan.
Vegeta's going to get a new transformation in the next episode. Yeah.
This is really on.
Dragon Ball?
Dragon Ball.
Finally he gets a transformation. Yikes, it's been a while.
Don't even watch
But of course, he always has to be the underdog. He always has to get a transformation. Like weaker than Goku, which kind of stinks. But it doesn't matter.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. This is to Matrix Lord. It's a trend going on in sci-fi that they like to recopy other shows, apparently. And guess who made an appearance in the X-Files?
Who?
The Nethersphere.
What?
The who?
Exactly.
The Nethersphere?
Earth 2, the one they was talking about in Doctor Who, has made a rewrite appearance in the X-Files.
Really?
Oh my God!
People uploading people to different realities.
They took the Nethersphere. From Doctor Who and put it in X-Files. Like Moffat took the freaking alien crabs from the X-Files with the spores and everything, and he made his. So that, you know what? Maybe they felt it was fair because Moffat robbed from them, so they robbed from.
Exactly.
But doesn't that mean X-Files and Doctor Who are in the same shared universe? So?
I don't
Moffat took something from X-Files. Well, I'll tell you off air. He took a big episode. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I'd love to see Eugene.
I can't say anything because he
I love Eugene Toombs. That was good.
God, that was from the good old days. Oh, back then, the X-Files was really the first season that generally scared the shit out of you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Eugene Toombs was the only one that I think almost got Scully real good. Like Scully's evading a lot of people. Eugene Toombs, she could not get a leg up on.
Excuse me.
No.
Oh yeah, I've interviewed Gillian Anderson before.
Couple of seconds.
Yeah. I'm going to be going in a bit. My count is going.
We're going to get out of here now. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye for now.